One of the most heroic and soul-stirring accounts in modern Catholic history is the story of Saint Maximilian Kolbe, a Polish priest who demonstrated the ultimate meaning of the greater love. This narrative unfolds during one of humanity's darkest hours, revealing how the Catholic faith seeks to illuminate even the deepest shadows of a concentration camp. Maximilian Kolbe was not just a priest. He was a pioneer, a Franciscan friar who harnessed modern technology such as printing presses and radio to spread his message of hope and faith. He founded a massive monastery known as Niepokalanów, or the City of the Immaculata, which became a vibrant hub for spiritual publishing and outreach. When the Nazis invaded Poland in 1939, Kolbe faced a critical choice. He refused to sign a document that would grant him rights as a German citizen, choosing instead to remain with his people. In a remarkable act of compassion, he transformed his monastery into a temporary hospital and refuge for 2,000 Jews fleeing persecution. Ultimately, his selfless actions led to his arrest, and he was sent to Auschwitz as prisoner number 16670. In July 1941, a prisoner managed to escape from Kolbe's barracks, triggering a brutal response from the camp's commandant, Karl Fritsch. According to the horrific rules of Auschwitz, if one man escaped, 10 men from the same block would be selected to die by starvation as a deterrent to others. As the commandant lined up the prisoners to choose their fates, one of the men selected was Franciszek Gajowniczek. When his number was called, he broke down in tears, crying out, "My poor wife, my poor children, what will they do?" At that heart-wrenching moment, a thin man in a striped uniform stepped forward, defying camp rules that prohibited prisoners from speaking without permission. Maximilian Kolbe, with calm determination, pointed to the weeping man and declared, "I am a Catholic priest. I wish to die in his place. I am old and have no wife or children." This act of selflessness stunned the commandant, who accepted the trade. Kolbe and 9 others were stripped of their clothes and thrown into an underground starvation bunker, a place usually filled with despair. However, this time was different. Led by Kolbe, the men in the bunker spent their final days singing hymns and praying, transforming the expected sounds of weeping into echoes of liturgy and hope. Reports from the guards indicated that the atmosphere was unlike anything they had witnessed before. After 2 weeks of starvation, only Kolbe remained alive and conscious. On August 14, 1941, the guards decided to empty the cell to make room for new victims. In a final act of dignity, Kolbe was given a lethal injection of carbolic acid. Witnesses recounted that he raised his left arm and calmly awaited the end, embodying the profound peace that comes from faith. Kolbe's story serves as a living icon of the atonement. In Catholic teaching, Jesus Christ is referred to as the Lamb of God, who died in the place of humanity. By stepping forward for Gajowniczek, Kolbe imitated Christ in the most literal sense. This act of substitution highlights the essence of sacrificial love, a theme deeply woven into the fabric of Catholicism. Legend has it that as a child, Kolbe experienced a vision of the Virgin Mary holding 2 crowns, a white one symbolizing purity, and a red one representing martyrdom. When asked which he desired, he chose both, foreshadowing his ultimate sacrifice. Franciszek Gajowniczek, the man whose life Kolbe saved, survived the war and lived to be 95 years old. He dedicated the remainder of his life to sharing the story of the man who died so that he could live. Gajowniczek's journey took him around the world, where he recounted Kolbe's extraordinary act of love and sacrifice. His presence at Kolbe's canonization in 1982 was a poignant reminder of the enduring impact of Kolbe's actions. For a story that exemplifies the quiet power of faith, many Catholics turn to Saint Catherine Labouré. In 1830, she was a novice in Paris when she experienced a vision of the Virgin Mary, who showed her a design for a medal that would later be known as the Miraculous Medal. What makes Catherine's story particularly Catholic is the humility she displayed. She confided in no one but her confessor about the visions. For 46 years, she dedicated herself to serving in a hospice, performing humble tasks like peeling vegetables and cleaning floors, while millions began to wear the medal she had inspired. It was only on her deathbed that her identity as the visionary was revealed. highlighting the profound and often unnoticed ways faith can manifest in the world.